Are you tired of being so confused? You feel like you're more fucked up than the lies on the evening news. Well, just step right in. We can talk about it all as friends. And if you want, we can hug and kiss and make up for the party ends. Agree or disagree, start offering me. 'Cause I'm everything you want, damn sure what you need. I won't tell no lies, back up all the facts with truth. And if you can't get down with that, you must be somebody's dude. Come on, man. Can you feel the pain? Into him now. About this new world. Ain't no drag. Papa's got a brand new eye.
Hey everybody, it's the chicks on the right here. We had such a blast on the Don't Unfriend Me show.
Check them out at The Dumb Show on social media or thedumbshow.com.
They stream weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern, and you guys, they are your people.
They totally are. And you can find us in all the places by visiting chicksontheright.com/links and watch us weekdays at 8 a.m. Eastern.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.
Welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me show. Happy Red Friday and happy birthday. 16th birthday. Sweet 16 for my daughter, Hayden Spear. Happy birthday, Hayden. We'll talk about that in a second. Liv, who's coming on the show? Good to have you, by the way.
Thank you. Happy Friday.
Hey,
Good
welcome. Would you like to have a beer?
No.
Come
I'll
to
some
the
wine, though.
kitchen and have a beer. It's good to see you. Oh, my God. Go ahead.
All right. Next Wednesday, Ryan Samuels will be here. Damani Felder, the first Friday of every month. June 10th, Ryan Weaver will be here. June 19th, Dave Bondi. And the newest person to join us, Gary Brugman. He is former Coast Guard and Border Patrol who was pardoned by Donald Trump in 2020. So he'll be on the 26th. July 8th, Tim Brown is New York City fireman who was in Tower 2 when it collapsed, and plenty more. And I actually just heard back from one of the people that Jeremy Mitchell introduced us to, and he will be on. I just don't know his schedule as of yet. So
was that not fun with Mr. Scott Lebedo?
Oh my gosh, he was awesome.
That was a great night. I really wish, we would have had another 15, 20 minutes, but it doesn't matter. It was fun. He said he'll be back. We talked to Dan, who is his business manager, and they said, yep, they're coming back. So
yes.
Excited, folks. $300 on the board. It is up. It is ready to go. And we accept donations because Facebook is a son of a gun. Damani reached out to me. He's like, hey, how's your month going? I'm like, well, considering that Facebook, we had a video that 4.6 million people saw. A video with 4.6 million, that's about $750 to $1,000. Yeah, they just took it away. They said,
won't pay us
we're
for
not
it.
going to give it to you. Yeah, why? Well, we don't know. But what do you mean you don't know? You can't find it. 37 emails back and forth. So this is what they do. And that's okay. That's why we have y'all. We love you guys and appreciate you. The donation board is at $300 every night. We haven't raised that at all, but we seem to hit it every night because everyone appreciates the show. So let's get to it. We're couple things. Commitment first. We are going to be on at 6:55 from now on. We're going to give you a full 2 hours. That 5 minutes before, we're going to do the commercials. We're going to do the intro. That's just our, kind of warming up to get everybody on. But we will start at 6:55 from now on, and that's guaranteed. Liv, correct?
Yes.
Guaranteed. 6:55. And then we will start the show promptly at 7 after we just do a quick update. So 7:05 show should start. So if you got a couple minutes, it's just update stuff. So go ahead, Liv. Go ahead.
All right. So a couple things.
As long as it's fast.
Yes. We received 2 books from Jeremy, the ones he was talking about when he was here, Jeremy Mitchell.
Yep. Draw a
sent them
pig.
to us. Had no idea he was going to
say
send
the top
them to
word.
us.
You just dropped something out of it.
It's like a business card or
Drop
something.
say the title.
Draw a pig and I'll reveal who you really are.
And?
That one's all you. I'm not going to pronounce it.
No, it's you. You're supposed to do it. I've already done it. It's your turn. Give it a stab.
Hayden, would you like to pronounce this?
Sure. Hayden's going to pronounce it. Hayden can do anything. Hayden, come on over here. Watch my cup. Watch my cup. Watch my cup. Watch my cup. Go ahead and come to the mic and come down here and pronounce that word. Come on. Here you go.
Psychotasmagoric?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, pretty close. Yeah. You got to say it loud to the mic.
I'm a genius.
Yes.
Tasmagoric.
Tasmagoric.
Psychotasmagoric.
Nope.
No, it's not. What?
I'm like, nope, I can't say that. Nope.
Well, we know. That's why we said, yep. Okay, so, and then, go ahead. And then
we received this, Liturgies of the Wild by Martin Shaw.
We have no idea who sent it. No idea.
No, we have no idea who sent this.
I'm going to read it because somebody sent it, but we have no idea who it's from.
So whoever, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Liturgies of the Wild. Okay, Hayden, it's great to see you. 16 years old.
Hi.
I may have cried at "Don't You Ever Give Up," or "Don't You Ever Grow Up" by Taylor Swift. I may have cried.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Just a little. Go ahead. Kimberly Jurgermeyer.
Thank you, Kimberly, for the keychain. It was really pretty, and I'm going to put it on my backpack. Thank you.
She's going to put it on her backpack. So thank you.
That was very sweet of you.
The commercial will be filming this weekend. Is that right, Hayden?
I believe so.
Maybe.
Why?
It's supposed to rain all weekend.
Rain is perfect. Rain is perfect for what we're doing.
That's a good point. Okay.
All right. Okay, you leaving?
Yes.
Okay, give me one right here.
I love you, beautiful girl.
Oh! I did miss. I didn't really try hard because you're too old for that now, and it's kind of weird. So I missed on purpose. Yeah. So I used to do it to you all the time.
Oh,
what?
And the boy she likes, that's his hoodie she's wearing. She came home and was like, oh my God, it's my
Oh, is this the one
hoodie.
you've been like, this is the one you carved in the tree, your initials, and you're like, is this the one you have like the 40 pictures of and the wax Cupid doll in your room?
I have one picture of him and it's his
Is this why you wanted to borrow the flashlight last night? I just was wondering, sneaking out and having a backpack and...
He watches the show.
I heard you were trying to sneak out and go over to his house.
I thought he was working right now.
He is working, but he's probably...
That's good. He has a job. He needs to continue. Get out of here. Leave. I'm not paying the dowry.
That's all false.
All right, leave.
Everything he said.
Everything's a lie. Everything's a lie. Get out of here. Happy
Love
birthday,
you.
Hayden. So, listen, she's great, and she could have turned out a lot different, but she turned out pretty damn good. So, we're 16, man. Like, it's insanity.
Give credit to her father.
Why?
Because she turned out great.
Why weren't you a part of that? Why sell yourself short? You were a huge part of her.
I know.
She
She got her brains from you. Totally got her brains from you.
I was going to say something else, but I left it alone. So anyway,
that's Ethan.
So thank you. The keychain is perfect for the car key. Happy birthday. Yeah. So we've already decided that we've had one car for a while. We're going to go and probably buy a used car that's going to be co-op, mine and hers, and it's time to do it. I mean, there are times where I need to go get a haircut and go do things that I want to go do, and I haven't had a car.
And the kids are both so active that it's real hard. And also, if they miss the bus, it's real hard for me.
I haven't had a car in like 4 years for a reason, because I just do this. This is my office. I mean, why should I? But it's time. So especially with a new kid. All right. Anyway, everything's really good. So we want to start off with the first thing first. Hayden had her concert. We're not going to have time to show that tonight. What we'll probably do is show that on Monday. But let's just undress the elephant in the room, which is the Colorado Avalanche lost. Folks, they're going to lose games. People are asking me if I'm worried. They had a 68.9% chance of winning that game. Vegas coughed the puck up 26 times. We dominated the third. Their scoring opportunities were 13% of their shots should have scored. 62% of the Avalanche shots should have scored. So I think I'm okay. If we don't win tonight, well, then, that's it. Cale Makar's not going to be playing. I think they're going to rest him. They're not going to put him in unless they absolutely have to. Losing one game is not an emergency. They lose two, he's going to play game 3 and 4. So that's it. I'm fine. I had my meltdown. There's holes in the walls, and we'll get by it. But the interesting thing is I was watching Spitting Chicklets, which is the podcast with several older Ray Whitney, and it's got what's come on.
Oh, the actor?
Biz.
Oh.
Paul Bissonnette. So
yeah.
It's got Paul Bissonnette, Ray Whitney, and Spitting Chicklets, a great podcast. And they're like, we need to, the fans are calling, they can't watch the puck, they can't see the game, and it's confusing. Well, first of all, before we address not being able to see the puck, can we stop putting it on 17 different networks, and every night it's literally like a game of Parcheesi and Where's Waldo, where I'm trying to find where the Stanley Cup games are, because some are on True, some are on Cinemax, some are on ESPN. Now they're going to be going on ABC for the Cup final. I am so sick and tired of the NHL destroying its viewership. These have been the most watched games in the last 20 years because of the Olympics. Hockey is ready to go, and they've got these stupid contracts. So, and second, this whole follow the puck thing, we tried that in the 90s, and Fox did it, where it put a red tail on the end of the puck, and it would bounce all over, and it was horrendous. And here's the thing, human beings. You're like, I can't find the puck. Oh, yeah? Well, watch this. This is an animal, and animals are great, according to Great Gutfeld.
Animals are great. Animals are great.
This is my cat.
Fucking cat can follow the puck, but the average fan can't. Shows you how
That's correct.
stupid they are.
That's correct. My cat
Follow the puck.
watches puck. And you notice they're not playing right now, and she's not watching. She's just going to wait here. And when she starts hearing the boards and the contact, she knows the puck's going to be in play. Here, she hears the whistle. She looks over at Hayden. And there she goes.
She starts watching when they get back in.
See, watch. She's watching the play. She's waiting for the puck to squirt out. She loves it.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you.
Of course, Mom keeps making noise, so she gets distracted.
Yes. Be quiet.
And I'm telling Hayden to shut up because, women, they can't be quiet and just enjoy the moment. And there she goes. She's even Gretzkying it. She's going where the puck's gonna be. That's our cat. So don't
cat ever.
So don't tell me that you can't follow the puck when a cat can do it. Okay,
I can follow the puck. Our 12-year-old son can follow the puck.
You just listen. The more hockey you watch, the better it is. Here's what I recommend: if you're not into it, go to a game. That'll change everything for you, and you'll understand it a lot better. And once you go to a game, you can come back and watch it on TV. I've been watching hockey for 45 years on TV, and I've seen it thousands times in person. And it's honestly easier to watch on TV. The sportscasters, but you got to do it in person. That's for hockey sales. It's easier to watch it on TV. The camera angles they have now are amazing. All right, so let's move on.
Kimberly Juggermeyer sent us the book.
Oh, thank you, Kimmy.
So I just saw that, so I appreciate it.
Kimmy, I'm going to read it.
So
I'm excited for that. That's going to be awesome. So thank you so much. Moving on, members of Congress profiting off of stock. Your thoughts on this, Libby?
Should not be. Tamar Bush, happy 16th birthday, Hayden, and $16.
Thank you, Tamar.
Very
Appreciate
much.
it. 16 for Sweet 16. Go ahead, Liv.
I think there should be certain rules for all members of government, especially Congress, Senate, presidential, everything.
Yeah.
They should not be allowed to trade stocks. They should not be able to do certain investments.
They should be able to have 401k, right?
Oh, yeah, 401k.
Like you can have someone controlling it, but you can't. I mean, once you put your money in 401k, you put your money in the stock and you don't touch it. You leave it in there. But this whole thing of, buy me 1,000 shares of Paradigm and then, or Palantir or,
Martha Stewart went to jail for this. Why are they not going to jail for this?
Exactly.
And I mean, it's ridiculous. And it's the fact that these people come in. only worth a few $100,000. They make a salary of $250,000 a year.
Yeah.
And they're multimillionaires in a few years.
Truth.
It's absolutely ridiculous. So whatever they're doing to make that millions of dollars, this should not be allowed. And I know what it is. It's donations to their campaigns. They're keeping them. And then
Sure, we know that.
the stocks. And then also, they're getting paid by people to vote a certain way. And I think that's absolutely ridiculous.
Should we not do profit share in the United States? I look at it this way. The revenue that we make is ultimately given to the government. The government doesn't make anything. The government, its revenue model is taxation. So should we get a dividend return instead of having to go ahead and pay penalties? How about we pay our taxes, but at the end of the year, based upon the performance of the dollar, performance of stocks, performance of NASDAQ, performance of the United States government GDP growth, we get a percentage of that money. Why not? Why not?
I like that.
Why not just do let's just say the U.S. government has a surplus of $1.2 trillion. And that can be divided by, you take 1% of that. You take 10% of that, right? So you take 10% of that, that's $120 billion back to the American people. That's an incredible number.
Yeah, but what happens if we're in a deficit? Are they going to make us pay more taxes?
That's a really interesting point. The opposite, that's very good. The incentive for that is that congressmen and everybody else also get a percentage of that, which is fine. But if they don't, they have to forfeit their salaries and they're not eligible for re-election.
Ooh, I like that. And Chris Ross, thank you for subscribing on YouTube.
Yes, Chris. Don't you think that's perfect? I mean,
I
seriously,
think that's great.
You're not eligible for re-election. You get a warning, right? Okay, these 2 years, you're kind of you're in a bad zone. You do it again, and you're gone.
I think they should only be allowed to stop a handful of bills. They shouldn't be able to, just because they don't want to vote. You know?
No, they have to have 100%. No, they have to also have a percentage of their voting record. They have to vote 99% of the time. And if they can have a 1% lapse on their voting. So if they pass 170 pieces of legislation, essentially they get 2 that they can't vote on. And if they don't vote on it, if they're absentee or they're nay or they're, they're a no-show, they lose their position. They're ineligible for re-election. I love this. This is screw term limits. Just do this stuff and watch what happens.
And if they shut the government down because they can't freaking get along and pass the bill, guess what? They forfeit their salaries as well.
What if we did this also? What if we just did this and said, okay, we're going to go ahead and expand everybody. Governors, senators, state legislatures, everybody gets 5 years. Everybody, 5 years. And if you automatically, let's say you get your 5 years, right? Or make it a little shorter. Let's just say it's
4.
It's 2.5 years, 3 years. 3 years is fine. Whatever. 2 years, 4 years, whatever it is. It's just got, everybody needs to condense. It's too long for Senate, too short on the House. Let's just say it's every 3 years, you get a 3 or a 4 year run. And if all 4 years the budget was balanced, you voted along your party line, along legislation, and you voted with your constituents, and you get a scorecard based on no more civil liberty score, but you get a constituent score, and your constituents rate you. They send out emails to 100,000 of your constituents, which is essentially 1/7 of your overall constituency, and you get a reply rate of 10% is a good number. You're going to get 10,000, 15,000 constituents replying, and they say you get an A, you get a B, you get a C, you get a D. As long as you have an A average, you vote 99% of the time, and the budget is balanced, and all of your appropriations and stock and everything else that you were responsible for are above board, you don't have to rerun for re-election. You automatically get your seat back.
I like that.
I love it. Democrat or Republican, who cares? As long as you do what you were elected to do, and then you get an automatic re-election, and then the next time you have to run. So instead of doing it every in 2 years in the House and every 6 in the Senate, where we get these people in there for lifers, make it everyone above board, governors, senators, and you get a bye, just like the playoffs. Every 4 years, if you did all those things right, you get a bye. You automatically are back in. You don't have to run for re-election. You don't have to raise money. You don't have to go to political action committees. You don't have to grease your palms anymore. You don't have to be worried about fundraising, because as long as you do your job, you automatically get your seat back. And then the next cycle, which is 8 years after you were in, then you have to rerun for re-election. And that coincides with the census. It's perfect.
Honestly,
come on.
I think it should be like Virginia.
Greatest idea ever.
You can't run for 2 consecutive terms.
Whatever. No, you can't. That's different. I think that's stupid with governors. I think the governors they should be able to be governors for 20 years if they want to, as long as the people elect them. I think splitting the governorships are stupid. I hate it. I really do. But this leads me back to my comments, is that the governor is truly the president of the state. The president of the United States is really the president of the governors, and the governors are the presidents of the state that they reside. So something needs to happen. But honestly, start incentivizing these guys to do their jobs.
It's kind of like they're almost like teachers.
Oh, yeah.
With the teachers unions, they get their 10 years and then they do a crap job, and then our kids suffer. So
somebody needs to propose it.
Politicians are doing a crap job and the country is suffering.
It's the only, the 2 biggest jobs on the planet right now are politicians and teachers, where you don't have to be good at your job in order to keep it. It's the truth. You don't have to do anything right. As long as you have tenure, as long as you have the campaign fundraising, as long as you have the right donations, as long as you have the right advertising, and as long as you can control the press, you don't have to be good at your job. Name a politician who's great at their job. Can anybody name one? No, I can't either, because none of them are good at their job. They're all shitty at their job. They're horrible.
Media, though. Media is also in there.
No, but media gets rated on being the propaganda machine. They're very good at it. No, they're good at their job.
I think there needs to be rules with media as well.
Well, once again, there were. And then,
I don't know what happened.
I do. Barack Obama, 2012, removed the liability for media companies to go ahead and be held accountable for things that they said that were not true, that they could spread propaganda, but they could not lie. They couldn't knowingly lie. That's why Fox got hit. So that's it. Now they can do propaganda as long as they're not lying. They can say, oh, well, we didn't know. Or, hey, we had an anonymous source. Who was the anonymous source? Oh, it was the janitor. So they can go ahead and they can make up mistruths now, which is not something that they could do.
That needs to be reinstated.
It won't be reinstated because they don't want to do that, because we know why. They're horrible. Yeah. So here's so to let you know, this just passed the House. Holly's going to talk about this and listen to this. But I also want to say that I completely feel the same about President Trump. I don't think President Trump should be investing in stock right now. I don't think it's okay. I think it's wrong. And if he was here, I'd tell him. If he said, "Hey, what do you think I could do better?" Well, let me tell you, I think you should stop purchasing stock because I think it's unfair. It's an unfair advantage, and you've profited off of it. And everyone's like, well, who cares? Joe Biden did it. Well, I didn't like it when Biden did it either. I didn't like it when Nancy Pelosi did it. But here's the bill banning members from profiting. Now, this is going to go to the House. It's going to go to the Senate. This has a 1% approval rate with the American people. This is massive, folks.
And if it doesn't get passed, then...
Well, just like the Save America Act with the voting bill, that's not going to get passed. And that's 83% popular with everybody. But here it is.
Say that we have an opportunity here today to do something that the public has wanted us to do for decades, and that is to ban members of Congress from profiting on information that, frankly, only members of Congress have in the buying and selling of stock. 86% of Americans say that members of Congress should not be able to buy and sell shares of stock, individual stock, while they are members of this body, and they are absolutely correct. And the reason is, you can see it, there was just another ethics referral in the House last week. We've seen the former Speaker of the House make millions of dollars in profits. We've seen members of both parties, I'm sad to say, be investigated for their stock trades. And the reason for all of this is that, quite frankly, members of this body are privy to information that the normal person just is not. Now, is that insider trading? It is not under the laws. Sometimes people say, well, we already have insider trading laws. We don't need a stock ban. Well, the information that members of Congress are privy to is technically not covered by the insider trading laws, but nobody really believes that the information that we get isn't valuable. It is quite valuable, which is why back during COVID, you saw members of Congress of both parties engaged in a flurry of stock trading right after they were getting COVID briefings. Were members of the public getting those briefings? They were not. Were members of the public privy to the kind of information that was being given to members of Congress? No, they were not. And so when you look at what members of Congress are privy to, what they are able to trade on, the access that they have, it's just qualitatively different than your average Joe or Jane, which is why we ought to put into place common sense guardrails that say, if you want to be a member of Congress, you can put you want to save, great. You can buy mutual funds, you can buy broadly diversified investment vehicles. You should not be able to buy and trade individual stock shares in which, frankly, we have an interest in the work that we do. We have information that no other people get, no other members of the public have. This bill would finally redress that.
So
I love it.
It passed 8-7 coming out of committee, but it's obviously bipartisan lines. Democrats don't want to give any wins to the Republicans, so they're going to vote against this. They just passed, if you commit a crime inside the United States, a felony of nature, that you're automatically deported. Well, that also passed, but 183 Democrats voted against it. Go figure.
Of course.
So, I mean, this is pretty standard. So, are we going to see this thing move? Probably not. Should it? Yes. But remember, we're asking for these people to hold themselves accountable, and that's never going to happen. They never have. They never will. The only thing that's going to hold them accountable is an independent private agency that I recommended just now and said you should have oversight, and they should have a metric rating on their performance. There is no wishy-washy. There's no fudging the numbers. Constituents, each state would then recall each of their legislators or senators, put them on probation, let them know you're not representing the state the way we wanted you to. But you know what? They'll never do that, will they? Because that's what we have to do. That's what we do every day. Like I did it for 30 years in the workplace. Is you're rated on your performance, and if you don't get up to snuff, you lose your frickin' job. Well, these people don't get that. They get rewarded for doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, the basic American gets an annual evaluation by your manager or whoever, and you either get warnings that you need to do better, you get a great evaluation, you get a raise, or you don't get a raise or whatnot, or you get fired. But that is their job, and they need to get evaluated every year on their job.
Dan, thanks. We'll let Hayden know. She's watching the show, and everybody's comments, I'm sure she appreciates it. Folks, the game starts at 8 o'clock tonight. We're going to want to watch that game, and plus it's Hayden's birthday, so we're going to try to get donations going. So we're going to talk a little bit about it tonight. So we're at 16. We're trying to get to 300. It's the end of the week. And we took off last night. We appreciate everybody's help. But if you have a chance, just want to help out the show a little bit, that means the world. Newsom and Chevron. This is a big thing going on. Now, this is not today. This has been going on for a while. But Chevron and California have been kind of odds with each other. And now Newsom is, of course, right before Memorial Day weekend, telling you not to go to Chevron and buy gas elsewhere. Mike Roch donated $12.34 via snail mail. Thank you, Mike. So this is a little frustrating for me. It's like, what are you doing? I mean, is that not illegal? The governor using his position to advertise for rival gas stations and oil companies? Can he do that?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. It may not break the Hatch Act, but there's got to be some sort of FCC or FEC violation that stops him from doing that. I would want to check with the Commerce Department and find out. And do you think that the Commerce Department of the United States and the Trump administration should look into this? Yes, they should. Listen to this.
California, Gavin Newsom warning residents to avoid Chevron gas stations over Memorial Day weekend, accusing that company of price gouging. William Lajeunesse live from Los Angeles.
Thank you so much. It's Mr. Sauce donating $50.
Forgot the E. Sorry.
Happy Mr. Sock. Mr. Sock donates. Happy Friday. Thankful for this week. Is a wrap and go Avs. Yes, sir. Go Avs, Mr. Sock. We appreciate it. Go Avs.
Oh, I'm so
William,
sorry,
why
Maddie.
doesn't he
I kill his name, and that's where Hollandaise comes from, and now
it's okay, Mr. Sock. You should call him Adidas or Reebok or Under Armour.
Get directly to
Mr. Nike.
court if that's the case. That's an illegal activity.
It is.
Well, he actually did, and he never got anywhere. His own commission found out there was no price gouging. But I want to tell you, Chevron is not backing down from Governor Newsom, actually telling consumers right here at the pump, look at this, Sacramento policies did this to the price of gas. Now you pay more. California politicians are choosing foreign oil and fuel over local jobs and lower costs. So you guys, this fight goes back several years when Newsom proposed a windfall profits tax because of big oil's alleged price gouging. As I said, his own commission never proved that. 2 years later, Chevron moved out of California.
Hey, folks, if you have a chance and you're over on X, could you please share the show? We're a little light tonight. Really weird for a Friday. It's probably because it's Memorial Day weekend and everybody's going out of town. But please do some sharing for us. Sharing is caring, and we really need some help getting the numbers up. So help us out. Thanks.
To Texas, citing Newsom's hostile business climate. Well, yesterday, he posted this. Quoting, Californians, if you're hitting the road this holiday weekend, be sure to avoid Chevron. Unbranded gas comes from the same refineries, tanks, and pipelines. Don't let them rip you off even more by overpaying for the brand name. He does not, however, mention ExxonMobil, Shell, or others, nor does he say California has the highest gas tax in the country, around 90 cents a gallon. Clean air regulations raise prices even more. So does importing 64% of its oil from overseas at another
90 cents a gallon? 90 cents a gallon. Yeah, that's like 20%. Can you imagine buying a loaf of, how much is a loaf of bread right now, Livy?
I pay $1.59 for the kids' bread.
So 20%, it would be $2.09 a loaf. 20% tax. You buy a steak for $25, say a $20 steak. Okay, real nice, beautiful, big steak. You're going to spend $4 in tax on it. It's going to be $24. That's ridiculous.
Yep.
We used to be able to go to Sam Goody and buy a freaking CD for $9.99, and the tax would be 20 cents. Can you imagine? It's like cigarette tax. It's ridiculous. 90 cents. I'd be throwing him into the ocean, not the tea. Put Newsom in the harbor. Are you kidding me?
15 cents a gallon for the state's special blend, and closing refineries because of Democrats here oppose drilling.
Angela says, Matt, it's actually $1.80 a gallon. It's 40%? You're gotta be shitting me. 40%?
An extra $1.80 on top of. If
yes.
our gas would be that's $7 a gallon.
Well, how much is it here?
About $4.79 to $4.89 right now.
Okay.
For unleaded.
And our tax is probably 55, 60 cents. That's still outrageous. That's insanity. My God.
Also pushes up prices. Now, to support his argument, yesterday Governor Newsom posted this map of 4 gas stations in 2 of the state's 58 counties. 2 Chevrons had higher prices than nearby Independents. Evidence, Newsom says, that unbranded gas costs up to 80 cents less per gallon. Well, for context, the state has 13,000 stations. Just 300 are owned by Chevron corporate.
You buy a car, let's just say $30,000. You pay $6,000 in taxes. If the ratio held true in California, so if it's $4 a gallon, you pay 10%. That's 40 cents. You pay 20%, that's 80 cents. You pay 30%, that's $1.20. You pay 40%, that's $1.60. It's $1.80. That's almost 50% tax. Folks, do you understand how much money that is in the long haul per gallon? What happens if you have a 20-gallon tank? What happens if you have a 50-gallon tank? What about our little rice burner that's got 10 gallons? That is just highway robbery. And it's from the state. Gas tax is a scam. It's all for profit. It's so these states don't have to take it in the shorts for buying so they can keep their profit margins, and they hike up the tax because these gas stations wouldn't be able to stay in business if they didn't do that. So what are they doing? Are they subsidizing the oil departments? Are they subsidizing these gas stations and these big conglomerates? Because how in the frack can these gas stations stay afloat? Well, it's because we have to buy them. So the supply and demand, it doesn't matter what the supply is. The demand is always going to be high for gas. So you have to buy it. So they don't get hurt. So there's no subsidies. But if this was Subway, do you think Subway would stay in business if their foot long, $5 foot long was $10?
No.
No, they would go out of business, or they would need to be subsidized because you don't have to eat at Subway. And at some point, you're just like, I'll just go make up my own. I'll make my own sandwich. But with gas, it's a commodity that we must have. It's a necessity. You can't just go and whip up your own gas. This is insanity. Insanity.
Consumers we talked to avoided the blame game.
I don't know about picking sides here. Just whatever is necessary to lower these prices.
The traffic, the people, this is where the money's at.
So driving in this morning, you guys, I went by 7 stations, 76, Shell, Exxon, and 2 independents. Prices ranged by about 80 cents, but it wasn't political. It definitely seemed geographic or competitive. Back to you.
Very.
Ridiculous.
I'll tell you what, man, we threw tea in a harbor for a 3% or what? It was 3% overall. No, it was less than that. It was like 1.3% tax. Now, we did it for a lot of other reasons. Everyone's like, it was just because of the tea. No, that was the last straw. The raping of the land, the taking of our guns, the silencing people, the hangings and executions, the tyrannical rule. It was more than just the taxation without representation, but it certainly became the rallying cry of throwing it into the harbor. That's insanity to me, because it's, if you look at it, gas, the barrels, they're $86 to $110, $115 per barrel. It shouldn't make that much of a difference in the price fluctuation, but anytime it goes up, they just tax the shit out of it, don't they? And these gas stations are unregulated. They just hike up the price whenever they want. How many times have you and I seen a gas station that's a mile away that is $4.26 a gallon, and then you go down a mile, it's $3.75? Why?
There is one in downtown that is always 30 to 40 cents higher than the rest of the gas stations in the area. I will never fill up there.
Right.
And it's like there's a gas station 2 miles on either side of this particular one.
So why not? So where's Weights and Measures? See, this is my problem. Where's Weights and Measures driving into that gas station and saying, let me see your bill of lading. Let me see your receipts for your purchase and what did you pay for your gas? Why are you marking up your price 17% higher than someone else? So, and fine them $5,000, an offense. Every time it's posted in their establishment, if it's on a sign, if it's on a pylon, if it's on the actual pumps themselves, you get 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. I have seen, no shit, I'm not kidding you, I've seen at Best Buy $45,000 fines written in one section of Best Buy from Weights and Measures because the tags weren't right. They put out a sign, they put out a sale price. People went to come and have it, and the price was marked up. Still less than they thought it would be at MSRP, but we got hit at Best Buy many times for unfair practices of selling and selling above MSRP.
Whenever I go shopping, if the prices are off, you're damn right. I take a picture and I get that price.
I taught her that.
I actually got and freaking paper towels. Oh my gosh, they have gotten so expensive. But I usually don't buy Bounty or the main names because they're so expensive. They actually had a 6-pack of Bounty that's normally like $18. I got it for $5 because they put it in the wrong section.
So folks, do that. If you see them put it in the wrong section, and if it's more than one, it has to be more than one. If it's one item, Now, if it's the last item, you take a picture. But if it's more than one item, which means two or more, if it's one item, you can make the argument. You know what I'm saying? If it's a hot item that's being sold out, but usually one item or not, we don't do that. But if it's two or more items and it's in the wrong spot, or it's an old sale tag, I take a picture of it.
Yep.
And then the manager comes up and they go, "Oh, well, you can't do that." And I said, "Yes, I can. And according to Weights and Measures, I can. I've got photographic evidence. I'll be letting them know."
They don't even argue. They used to.
It
took them 5 years for them to fix the tortilla prices because they had it in the wrong section.
But they know
freaking week.
They can. It's illegal. Weights and Measures says that if you price something on the floor or on your website and it's different than in your retail location, it has to specify. And if it doesn't, then you're full joy. I'm sorry, guys. I did the job for too long. Anyway, Trump was in New York today. Trump had some things to say about Mondani, and then there was a heckler. We'll listen to this. Folks, we're at 78-34. Not looking good to get off at 8, but we're going to have to try to do that either way. So we need some help tonight to make it happen. You just know that we never take time off. We don't take vacations. We very rarely miss nights. And the playoffs are one thing where for 5.5 years, I've never gotten off early for a game. I'm doing it this year. So I'm getting old, want to enjoy life. So we're asking for a little bit of help to continue to help the show during our 300 goal. Even though it's only for an hour, we make up for that. You know we make up for that. We always do. Here we go. New York, President Trump breaking down Mamdani.
Great, Mike. It's terrible things are happening. However, we have to take the good with the bad. Companies are leaving. Rich people are leaving. People that pay a lot of money. All these rich companies, big, fat, beautiful companies, they have jobs and they have money and they're leaving, and nobody's stopping them from leaving. New York can never, if we don't stop this, and I'm for you, and I'm helping you in Washington much more than I'm supposed to be helping you, believe me, New York can never be the same if it's losing its tax base, and the people that pay 85% of the taxes are leaving. And we're taking in illegal immigrants. Oh, they're wonderful people and all, but they're not paying any tax. They're taking your money. Ay, ay, ay. They're taking your money. The people that pay 85 to 90% of your taxes are leaving. And you know, when they go, they never come back. They never come back. Nobody calls them. Nobody does anything. Nobody talks to them. Nobody says, please don't leave. We'll give you a tax rebate. We'll do anything. Don't leave. But they're leaving. They're going to Florida. They're going to Tennessee. They're going to Texas. They're going to South Carolina, North Carolina. They're going all over the place, but they're leaving, and we can't let it happen. It's a great place. We can't. Bruce will stop it. Mike will stop it. They're all going to stop it. They'll bring them back. On top of that, the streets are dirty.
Mom Danny, as Scott Levito calls him. Here is Trump nuking a troll in the audience. This is old school 2016 President Trump, and I just love seeing it. Well, that would be regular Mr. Donald Trump, and then won the election. Hi, baby.
Hey, puppy.
Puppy says hello. Puppy's here.
Hey, sweet pea. She got two new toys this
She got a raccoon and a duck. We're not going yet. She's pushy. She's like, let's go. No, it's not time yet. We got to hit goal. All right, so here is Trump hitting a troll in the audience. Oh, don't yell at me. Dog.
She's so big. I've never seen anybody. And he has a wingspan sort of the size of Shaquille O'Neal. Go home to mom. Go home to mom. Go home to mom. Take him home to mommy. He's going to be in trouble. You know what he doesn't say is his mom's watching on television right now and she's loving it. Anyway, so you have this.
Love it. Miss it. I can't wait till he's out of office and he just does these just for the shits and giggles, because Barack Obama never wanted to give up the levers of power. And I believe that President Trump is not going to go anywhere. And it's specifically because of Obama. Biden did well on the border. This is news to me. Listen to this crap. This is going to try not to laugh too hard.
Open borders for 4 years didn't help working Americans at all. When illegal immigrants were taking, jobs, and there were a lot of things that happened over the 4 years that working Americans felt totally neglected.
And those
wages fell. Real wages fell over a 4-year period.
So let's
Americans.
take immigration as an example, because we do need secure borders. President Biden got there, but it was.
Huh? Wait a second. Did she just say, wait, let's try that again. Hold on.
President Biden got there.
Got where?
We do need secure borders. President Biden got there, but it was.
Got where?
Mars?
Watching
The
Matlock?
moon?
Eating tapioca?
To the beach?
Vanilla ice cream soft serve? His
Going
bike?
to bed at 3 o'clock? Ooh.
Calling a full lid? I don't understand.
Very, very
China?
China? Oh, definitely in the end of his administration, he got there, but it was late. So we fundamentally agree. We need
20
secure
million
borders.
immigrants later.
Wow. Listen, we always sit there and go, they're delusional, or they're just, the good, bad, the ugly goes Jedi mind tricks. You don't need to see our immigration. These aren't the illegals you're looking for.
That's funny.
Exactly. Listen, I like, how do you say that with a straight face? I mean, seriously. I mean, there's lies, and there's big lies, then there's lies, and then there's Frank Wood, donate $30, enjoy your game, get the puck out of here. Do you deserve it? A little bit more to go, buddy. You got $202 to go before we can jump ship. But seriously, there's nobody nobody believes that. The American people don't believe that. In fact, we know the borders was one of the main reasons why President Trump was elected. So give me a break. I don't need to spend any more time on that. This is so good. This is Matt Walsh. Olivia, you should watch this.
Yes.
Who's that?
That was Amy Bordeaux's grandbaby was born. He was a month early, but 6 pounds, 9 ounces. I can see with those chubby cheeks.
Drop it. What are you doing?
Oh, I'll show it to you. Okay, hang on.
Show it to everybody. We all want to see it.
Super cute.
If we
How
get
do I do
news,
this?
just take it and drag it onto your desktop, or do a screenshot and then share it. Control Shift 4. Oh my God, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just do it quick. We don't have a lot of time. There you go. No, one picture. Now close it and go to your desktop and throw it to me. Let go. No. Put it on your desktop. Right? No. Stop moving. Lower right corner. Right click on it. See, if you don't talk like that, she won't do it. We'll be here for 45 minutes as she does this with her mouse.
I was going to put it in text. Text.
Oh, stop. If I don't do that, she'll keep going. Okay. AirDrop. We don't need the text. We can AirDrop. And then I don't have to go into 70 different programs. Don't give me your eye rolls. Don't give it to me. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do it. Don't blame me. You're the one who's literally look like a quadriplegic with your mouse. Oh, cute baby. Baby solves everything. Look at that baby.
Cheeks.
Oh my gosh. Looks like a Cupid doll, or a Russian, what are those little Russian
I
dolls?
don't remember the names. Look at his name's Alessandro.
Alessandro. What a beautiful baby.
Oh, congratulations, Amy.
Oh
That's
my gosh,
awesome.
look at that baby. That baby's so cute.
Look at the cheeks. Oh, I just want a picture.
She's got my cheeks. Where was I that week? It's a beautiful baby. Congratulations, Miss Bordeaux.
Oh, goodness.
Walsh, perfect explanation on trans, how it's an abnormality, that it's not. Just listen. It's beautiful. It's perfect. It's so good. It's so good. Listen to this.
Lots of women can't get pregnant either.
Yeah, but they're still of the nature to get pregnant.
Truth matters, right?
It does.
Okay, so I just love how confidently wrong these people are. It makes me laugh. It's just like, do you really think there's people, I'm sorry, of my caliber or Olivia's caliber or Damani's caliber or Matt Walsh's caliber is going to fall for this. Greg, not appropriate, dude. I don't know, man. Not something I would say. That's not anyone's decision but the mother's. Anyway, whatever. So her argument is, well, some women can't have a baby, so therefore they're not a woman. Because the argument is that you have to have a reproductive system in order to be a woman, is one of the classifications. You got to have ovaries, you got to have a vagina, you got to have a vulva, you got to have a uterus, you got to have a placenta when you get a baby, comes out, you got to have boobs, you got to have mammary glands, all the things that we look for. And it's saying, oh yeah, well, if that woman can't have a child, it's not a woman then. Boobies, stick your head in doo-doo. And it's just like, hold on. Just Matt Walsh does it perfect. We don't need to do it. We'll have our comment afterwards. But Matt Walsh crushes this. It's fantastic. Listen to this.
Lots of women can't get pregnant either.
Yeah, but they're still of the nature to get pregnant.
Truth matters, right?
It does. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
Truth matters, and they can't get pregnant. That's the truth. So how are they still women?
For the same reason that I can rightly say that human beings have two legs. A person being born with one leg doesn't mean that now legs are on a spectrum, and we can't say anything at all about how many legs a person has. Who knows? They could be a centipede. They could have 100 legs. No, we know human beings have two legs. If a human is born without two legs, something went wrong. By their nature, they're supposed to have two legs. Same thing for a woman. A woman by her nature can get pregnant. A man by his nature never can. So if you meet a woman of childbearing age, say she's 28 years old, and she can't get pregnant, you know automatically that something has gone wrong. And she can go to the doctor and find out what that thing is, even if they can't fix it. That proves that women by their nature can get pregnant, because the simple fact that she can't shows you that there's something wrong. This is what is known as the exception that proves the rule. Whereas if a male with a penis can't get pregnant, no doctor on earth is going to run tests to see what's wrong with him. Because they already know it's that he's a male, and there's only male and female, those who can get pregnant and those who can't. So,
well, they're going to find it in the closet with a belt around its neck later. I'm sorry, but there is no quarter for me anymore with these stupid people. I'm done. You're not a woman. If you're unhappy with who you are, there are solutions that you may not agree with, but there are solutions. And I'm sorry. Either you be who you are, or you leave us out of it. We're not going to pretend. We're not going to take part in your delusions anymore. Be whoever you want. I don't care. I don't want to hear about it. But there's plenty of solutions for you. You can move. You can wear dresses and call yourself a woman in the privacy of your own home, or where it does not affect anyone else's rights. You can just stick your fingers in your ears and stomp your feet. You can have a hissy fit. You can go get surgeries, or you can eat a handful of pills. Like at this point, I'm done because honestly, 47% of people who have gender conforming surgery end up there anyway. So how stupid can you be? It's like, I'm going to go play in traffic. No, because if you go play in traffic, eventually you're going to get hit. It's stupid. Why would you willingly join a community that is utterly depressed, is vulnerable to rape, pedophilia, drug abuse, physical abuse, high levels of suicide, high levels of sexually transmitted diseases and addiction? I just want to say this, and I don't mean to bring this in, but I went to the high school last night. We watched a chorus, and the choir was going on, and I was looking up at some of these kids, and I'm sorry, but we're in deep shit. There were probably maybe 10 normal kids, and everyone else, I'm just like, holy shit, what is going on? What is going on to our generation? Did you see the one kid with the frickin' glitter bandana who looked like he was in the Night of the Living Dead and was a zombie? Yeah, with his pants up to his tits. And I'm just, he looked like.
Just to let you know, that wasn't a he.
See? That's what I'm talking about. That's the shit I'm talking. I mean, and I'm just going, oh my God, what is wrong with our generation? Anyway, your thoughts on this? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but this one really gets me.
Well, yeah, I think they're all delusional. And just because a woman cannot get pregnant, she still has ovaries and a uterus,
right,
and a vagina and
yeah,
boobs and everything you need. But just because you can't get pregnant doesn't mean you're not a woman.
But men can't get pregnant either, so therefore they can be a woman.
No.
Do you agree with what I was like?
Yes.
The kids?
Yes.
I mean, I was just, oh my God. I was just like, this is, you want to know what I thought? Can I just be honest? Good. I mean, that's rhetorical. I was like, if we get in a war and they have to have a draft, we are so There wasn't a man on that stage. Seriously. I mean, some of these kids are 16, 17 years old, 18 years old. There should be men. Some of them. There wasn't a man on that stage. And listen, I remember choir. I remember plays. It wasn't all chess and checker club band geeks.
Uh-uh.
There were some very popular people who were there.
I was in choir.
Yeah. There we go. Perfect testament. I wasn't, and I wasn't popular. But I'm not trying to be mean, but there is like this effeminate quality to all men nowadays. And I'm just like, do you know how many looks I got because I wore Veterans for Illegals t-shirt? Like there were people going, oh.
I wore my Leering Center hoodie.
And
I don't think anyone really read it that closely.
I'm just like, suck it up, bitches. Seriously. I'm sorry, but like, I was just like, God, if we have a war, we're in deep trouble. Anyway, that's pretty much it, folks. We are at 108.34, 202 shy. I don't know if we're going to get out of here on time, baby. This video is a Coke commercial, and I was just perusing the interwebs today.
The interweb?
Interwebs. It's plural, according to Al Gore. He invented it. He invented it, Liv. He can name it whatever he wants. I was riding the super highway of information, the internet super highway today. Oh God. Remember when they used to say that?
Yes.
Riding the internet information super highway. So this is another world and another planet. I don't even know where this is. Like, I don't recognize this at all. I don't think there's a place in the United States that resembles this anymore. Like maybe our town does. You know what I mean? Maybe our town. JD Stillwell, happy birthday to Hayden and to my son Zane today. Zane, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Zane.
JD, isn't it your birthday coming up?
A couple days, if I'm not mistaken.
Happy birthday, early birthday to you. Happy birthday to Zane. Happy birthday to Hayden. But JD, I think you're creeping in here. $50, thank you. It's your birthday too. So thank you for the donation. Folks, we are $142 shy. All right, watch this. This is another world, another place. I don't know where this is at, but I remember this commercial. I remember this commercial at a young age. Now, it says 76, but I think this commercial came out around 78, around July 4th, around that time. But it was to celebrate 1776. But Coke had a lot of commercials going on, and they were making a new commercial every month. And like clockwork, Coke was everywhere with commercials. I mean, you got to remember, they did E.T., they did Michael Jackson, then Michael Jackson left and went to Pepsi, and there was this big Coca-Cola Pepsi war. They were on TV all the time. Even the Super Bowl it got crazy. So here is this commercial, and I don't even recognize it anymore. Enjoy.
Coke gets life. Everybody wants a little life. Coke gets life. It's everything that makes you living nice. Coca-Cola, keep the sun shining down on your parade. Coca-Cola, feed your drum now.
Of course, when I was on the internet, people are like, well, it's because there's no black people there. And I'm like, you idiots. Yes, there are. Shut up and wait. After Colonel Sanders here, you see plenty of black people. This was a good time in America, folks.
Coca-Cola, who's it alone? Coke gets life. Everybody wants a little life. Coke gets life. It's everything that makes you live nice. Coca-Cola.
See, they got some slaves right there to recognize the time. Sorry.
You and me, reaching for some extra fun. Coca-Cola, we're gonna sing and we're gonna shout. Start all over when the stars come out. Coke gets life. Everybody wants a little life. Coca-Cola.
Wow. Very interesting. Before my time.
Yeah, well, yeah, but that's crazy, right? It's just not the same as it used to be. Angela Hillsel?
Yeah.
What are you? Are you from Sweden? Angela?
It's
Angela?
Angela in the hizzle.
In the hizzle, my bizzle.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
And Helia is in the bizzle. $25 for Angela. Exactly, Matt. Always got to keep up with the authenticity of the times. Yeah, it was just. I don't know where that place went, but I remember that growing up. There was American flag on every street, on every lamp pole. Kids were running around in red, white, and blue. I remember that commercial for sure.
Well, I can tell you, our town, starting this weekend, I don't know if it's going to happen this weekend now because it's freaking raining and the weather's insane. There is a American flag on every single telephone pole in the entire town going across town, and then houses put them up, but they've got
our town's different.
Yeah, they're supposed to have a parade, and they've got a hometown festival tomorrow. They have a big one on 4th of July, and then the flags stay up until Labor Day.
That's why I chose this town. Hey, Liv, you might want to put up the game. We're not going to hit it right now.
Okay.
So let's get the game put up. So let's see.
2 minutes.
AOC. You just go ahead and put it on and just mute it. Okay. AOC decided to go ahead and do a little kabuki theater and bring a mason jar full of water from Georgia. Like AOC went down to Georgia. AOC went down to Georgia with a bottle of water in her hand. Take that, you son of a bitch. I'm the best it's ever been. I was a bartender in New York. I eat my soup with a fork. AOC went down to Georgia and brought back a bottle of brown water. The only problem is it's from a well that was on the property of the data center that was being made. And folks, I'm not sure if you understand this, but water tables and wells get affected by seismic activity, shifting of dirt, excavation, and yes, that can happen, especially when you change the landscape in a big site and then it rains. That changes the trajectory of where the water goes. All these things happen. So yeah, water can get dirty. And when they built our little well over here and they tapped our well, water got a little murky, folks. It happens. That's what happens when you're on a well. Watch this though. But AOC's on the case. She's got a bottle of brown water, folks. One girl in a cup.
I have a jar right here. This is the current drinking water in Morgan County, Georgia. Right after a data center was constructed, the Meta data center was constructed, the only difference between the clean water and this was that data center. I have another one as well. So this wasn't just one well. These wasn't just one family's situation. This is what the drinking water now looks like next to that data center. And I think both of us can agree that neither one of these things are drinkable. These families now have to ship, in a rural area, have to ship water to their house in order to cook and bathe themselves. Now,
temporarily.
Question.
Go ahead. But if they're brown and they're Mexican, why do they have to change the water? That doesn't matter.
So why haven't you said anything about the water in Michigan for the last however many years?
Don't even get me started on that.
So, right. It's only when you want attention and only when it is for your cause. Okay, got it. Understand.
I just understand why the water has to be
people,
racist. Why does it have to be brown water? Why couldn't it be white water? Why? What about blue water? There's some green water out there. Yellow water. If I'm in the short end of the pool, trust me, there's yellow water, folks.
It's the shallow end, not the short end.
AOC's on the case. But then I'm going to show you a video where I absolutely love her. Here's the rest.
I'm curious if the EPA plans any investigations on how data centers are affecting water.
No, because usually when you have your tables at sea level and your water tables are at sea level and you're below sea level, you occasionally are going to have problems with this type of thing, especially in wells. I don't know what to tell you, lady.
Quality and availability. I understand what you said about the rule, but are there going to be any open investigations on this issue?
So as soon as I get back to the office, I will be looking into exactly what you've just talked about, because anywhere, whatever type of construction it is a priority to ensure that water quality standards established by EPA are being met. And so we'll be looking into that certainly.
Thank you. I sincerely appreciate that because I think this is.
Charity Lamb donated $5. Thank you, Charity. Listen, I appreciate the donation. I appreciate AOC. This is an EPA hearing. This is fine. This is part of her job, especially if she's on water and ag. It's fine. I think she is. She's a committee member. I don't. That's fine. I don't have any love for data centers. I think data centers suck. I think they're a suckhole on energy, and we wind up paying for them. So fine, do that. But can you please understand? This woman has never had a glass of well water in her life. There's a reason why we have reverse osmosis through our entire house, because we're on a well. Okay, we get it. We know. We've seen the inside of our toilets where it's literally blood red from all of the oxide that's in the water and the iron level that's in the water. It's heavy. So we clean it with an RO system. It's part of out here in rural living, and we're fine with it, right? Our water's amazing. Mm-hmm. But give me a break. But here's her going after AOC, where I just fall in love with her because I think it's awesome. This is why sometimes I like AOC, because I think it's awesome that she trolled MTG.
Here's some tea for you. MTG, people are like, oh my God, she's saying all of these things. Like, what's gotten into her lately? Oh, like she's bucking against Trump. She's bucking against the administration. Marjorie Taylor Greene wanted to run for Senate in Georgia. She wanted to run for Senate earlier this year in the state of Georgia. She wanted to be the Republican nominee for Senate. So she was gearing up for that statewide race, and Trump told her no. Trump said no. And the White House and Trump land shut down Marjorie Taylor Greene's personal ambitions to run for Senate. And she has been on a revenge tour ever since.
100% true. The bartender got it right. That's true. And she looked good doing it.
I was going to say, she looks good right there.
Why
MTG
can't
looked like
she?
It was a total fake smile.
Oh, wait till I show you this with MTG, because this is hilarious, because I've got some stuff to show you. Because I have Alex Jones and Alexa Jones, Alex Jones' sister. And I believe she is a clone of Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'm going to show you after I show you Damani Felder crushing AOC. So we have AOC, you're stupid. AOC, you look really, really good tonight. And you're making sense, too. AOC, you're a retard again. Here's Damani crushing AOC.
It is time for the North to pull up to the South. It is time for New York to pull up to Alabama. It is time for all of us to come to Georgia, to Louisiana, to Tennessee, to Mississippi, and let them know exactly what they have uncorked with this injustice. They think they can draw us out of power. They do not know the sleeping giant that they just awakened.
Pull up and do what exactly? I don't understand what AOC is talking about with this. Of course, she thinks that, oh, voting rights are under attack, so now the North has to go down to the South. I know this is the new trendy thing for leftists to do. They leave their blue states, their liberal utopias, right? And they move down South and they bring all their silly ideas with them, right? But let me tell you something about the South, okay? Notice she didn't say Texas. I wonder why that might be. And I'm right here in Texas. Let me tell you something. In certain parts of the South, particularly some parts of Texas, there's still some basic common sense and decency that are out here in the world, right? And let me tell you something. We still hold doors open for women. We still treat them with respect. We still believe in basic chivalry. These are all things that people, in those blue states would call.
Anonymous, $100. Please let the kids go watch hockey. Let's finish this goal. Hi, Matt and Olivia. Hi, Jane. Thank you. Anonymous. Shit. There's another Jane. It's not the Jane you're thinking of. This is Jane Goodall. She gave us some money from her
monk. Jane you're thinking about.
This isn't the Janes you're thinking. These aren't the Janes you're looking for. This is Jane Goodall. She's gave us her monkey money. So thank you, Jane. We appreciate it, and we appreciate all those monkeys that you saved. Jane Goodall, you're so good. What producer saying she was hacked to death with a hatchet from. Okay, Maybe it's not that, Jane Goodall. Here's the rest of Damani.
Some sort of toxic masculinity, but I digress.
Folks, we are $12.34 short. We can take a couple shots in the arm, please. Thank you.
Let me tell you something else. If you do come down to the South from the North and, you think that you're in the wrong body, and if you're a man, you want to try to use the women's restroom and you try to follow someone's wife or daughter into a restroom, then you might be sent on an involuntary scavenger hunt for your own teeth. So word of advice, if your idea is to come down South and bring your silly liberal ideology along with you, let me be the first to tell you that's not a smart choice. Anyone with a functioning brain knows that. What is wrong with your blue states? Why can't you just stay there and be happy in the liberal utopia that you have created? That is my question, and it should be yours too.
I love Damani.
I watched that one a couple days ago. I thought it was great.
He's amazing. So MTG is losing her mind. She has gone full I hate Jew, just like Massey. She is fully out. But somebody very much who looked something like Marjorie Taylor Greene, but this is Alexa Jones, Alex Jones' sister. Now, Alexa Jones has not, in my understanding, ever been on public air. Alex has kept her completely quiet and completely private. It's my understanding that she's going through some changes, but I'm telling you, you will see the family resemblance between Alex Jones and Alexa Jones, and it is terrifying. This transformation's taking place. I know your first reaction might be you think you know who this is, but you don't. Listen.
I think it's right there. Absolutely. He's like, I remember the clip. He goes, wait. I just got a big idea. I can get into war. Well, he just said yesterday, he said, I may be here in 2028. I may just stay. I may be the Israeli prime minister. What about that?
Well,
So it's my understanding that this is not Alexa Jones. I apologize. This is Major Taylor Greene, United States Air Force male pilot who has transitioned into a woman and has chosen to somewhat resemble Marjorie Taylor Greene and Alex Jones if they had a love child. Have you noticed the crazier she gets, the more ugly she gets, and how closely she resembles Alex Jones? I'm telling you, I promise you within the next 3 to 4 months, she will have a short bob haircut. I'm telling you right now. She's going to lop off her blonde hair, and she's going to get the prototypical Karen haircut. When it happens, you remember this video, you remember this show. She is one step away from transitioning, I'm telling you.
So that type of behavior is someone planning an idea over and over and over again. He constantly says it so that he can normalize the idea and test the support and test people's reactions. But saying it over and over and over again normalizes the idea. And I think it's incredibly dangerous, and no one should ever accept it. Absolutely not. There cannot be a third term. No, that's against our laws. That's against the Constitution. There is no third term.
Yeah,
and if this country is at war, no, our elections should not be canceled. Absolutely not. As a matter of fact, they should carry on and they should go forward, and people need to fight as hard as possible for election
I agree. Are
integrity.
you worried about an October surprise, Cuba or something else before the election?
How this person held a congressional seat is beyond me. I just remember I told you. Now she is full left, like all of them are. Tucker Carlson's the same way. Dude, here is Tucker Carlson. Yes, the pine cone and the turban, that's mine. Yes, it's me. But the voice is Tucker, and this is what he said. Enjoy this.
We beat the evil Thomas Massey with his jihadi backers. This is a blow against Islamic Jihad, whatever that is. Islamic Jihad, which along with Hamas is one of the big problems in the 4th District of Kentucky. They've been very, very concerned about Islamic Jihad and Hamas and Hezbollah for a long time in Covington.
They've all lost their damn minds that Thomas Massey lost Liv. They can't stand it. They're like, listen, we have literally staked our entire careers on hating Jews, and you're telling me that most people don't hate Jews and it's only a small internet group? They are all going to be left with nothing. And they're going to be left with the bag and holding the bag of anti-Semitic bullshit and hating Jews. And when it's no longer trendy and it's no longer popular, their entire pivot is going to be so cringe. I'm here for it. I'm here for Candace and Tucker and Marjorie Taylor and Stu Peters and Nick Fuentes has already lost it. He's just a full Democrat now. Now he's bragging that he's lost 30 pounds and he weighs 124 pounds. I have a leg that's heavier than 124 pounds. Effeminate males, they are going to kill our country. What do you think of Marjorie Taylor Greene? Do you think she's going to come out as a man? Dude, she's looking rough.
She's looking she's not aging well, I'll tell you that much. She's really not.
She wasn't a spring chicken anyway. She looked like she was rode hard and put away wet. This is what happens when you do have a lot of affairs with married men. Allegedly. This is allegedly. I don't know if it's true, but I've heard she made her way through the entire gym that she worked at. I mean, she was turned more time than the equipment. It's my understanding. Anyway, Marjorie Taylor Greene doing really, really well after being a quitter. Chicks on the right, we love them. They had some comments about Pratt from California, and Chelsea Handler came out. Want to go ahead and play this? Here it is.
So Chelsea Handler put out a video telling people not to vote for him, which to me makes people vote for him even harder.
What an endorsement.
Oh, hi. If you're seeing this video, this is a reminder that a straight white male, former reality star that has no previous experience in government should not be a legitimate political candidate. Have we learned anything yet? The bar is on the floor, people, and I need you to jump over it. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.
It's nice that she's doing that, like from the house that she's living in that wasn't burned down.
Yeah, exactly.
That's nice for you, Chelsea.
And since when do they care about experience? I mean, like this is the same. This is the same party that was like, Obama seems ultimately qualified to be president. Like, sit down, okay?
Yeah.
This whole lack of experience thing is such nonsense, and they're such hypocrites for even trying to play it that way.
What kind of experience does Karen Bass have that made her go to a whole other country while the city was burning?
So let me make sure I understand. Chelsea Handler, a former reality star who has had no experience in politics, wants to tell you how a person who is a former reality star who has no experience in politics should not be in politics. Is that right, Liv? Did I get that right?
Yes.
Wank!
I don't understand these people. Chelsea Handler. I mean, didn't she?
I'm amazed she didn't have her most recent arm candy on the couch behind her.
Or didn't she get hepatitis from 50 Cent or something?
And multiple others. I'm going to allege.
I mean, wasn't she like the strawberry of rappers? I mean, she was handed around more time than
Kim Kardashian,
than Snoop Dogg and Puff Puff give.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chelsea Handler. She is the poster girl for hepatitis and bad choices. Whatever. We had Loudoun County. You want to tell us what's going on with this?
Effing Loudoun County.
Oh my gosh.
In the freaking news.
There's something else you got to talk about first.
Oh yes, donations. I'm sorry. What? I was like, we are $12 away from our $300 goal. The national anthem is being sung as we sing.
75%. 75% done at this point. They just went to Rocket's Red Glare, folks. Bunch of bombs in the air, gave proof through the night. Enrico Palazzo, everybody. Enrico Palazzo.
That reminds me. So Hayden's birthday meal of choice was enchiladas and refried beans and rice. That was her birthday meal of choice. So she already ate her birthday goodie earlier in the week, whatever. So I put candles in her enchilada. Okay, I'm going to do that to you when you start telling your freaking stories and get sidetracked.
My stories are interesting.
My story's interesting too.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
People love me.
I said I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So he's saying happy birthday to her in Spanish tonight.
We did. So I'm like, Piero Caso Arti. I don't even know what the hell it is.
It's Feliz Cumpleaños a ti.
Whatever you just said. I don't speak Mexican.
See, I only took 2 years of Spanish in high school, but I do remember a little bit. So anyway.
So I want to show you this real quick. The game started, but we got to hit goal. So this guy went viral. I'm going to hold on the Loudoun County thing. Okay. We know. Okay. We understand. Olivia is popular. Okay. They love me. No, one person always. Matt, don't say anything. Just don't, Matt. Shh. I think Olivia is very, shh, Matt, don't say it. Don't, shh. It's Olivia. Shh. Olivia's perfect. Everything she says is perfect. Shh. Shh. Olivia said something. Shh. Try 30 years. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. Come on, Avs! Kick the living fuck out of them!
27.
30. We're in the decades. It's sentences. We don't do rounded sentences. We round sentences. And judges don't give 21 years.
That would be 25 then if we're going to round it.
27. 30. It's 30 because it's the slow amount of...
I just missed something.
God, I can't believe I'm watching this game. So I'm not going to do the Loudon thing. We'll do that Monday.
Okay.
Guy goes viral. This is important. A lot of you saw this, and I want you guys to really listen to what he said. Did she like her candle and her enchilada? Is that code? That's not till later, Mrs. That's
no.
And it's not a candle.
No, Mom was pretty
like
stupid.
A Catholic candle, like one of those you walk into church. It's like this, so it's not just a candle.
Oh my gosh, no! I was stupid, and I put the candle in right out of the oven, and it melted in her enchilada. So she had a little candle wax with her.
Can I hear this or something? Can you turn this up?
I can't because it's on the TV.
So
and I would have to turn the TV
All right.
up.
So here, just listen to this. A lot of people enjoyed this, and I want you to listen to it. And the first thing that happened with me is my alarm bells went off. So I want you to think about that.
Okay.
Versus Hindus here. They are here to eradicate the Christians. They are here to drive us out of our homelands. You have to understand, these people do not want to assimilate. These people have not come here to become Americans. They have come here to drag their third world culture over to our country. If Jainism, if Hinduism is so great, why are their countries shitholes? They are bringing this ideology here to turn the third world is not a place. It is a people. It is an ideology. It is a way of life. It is a culture. And when they bring their people, their way of life, their ideology, and their culture over to America, do you think it's going to remain American? Have you ever looked across the plains of Texas and said, I need 5 million Jeets here right now to shit in the street? No one ever has. No one has ever looked across and said, the football fields, the games, all of the amazing cowboy. I have the First Amendment right, and I can curse if I want to. I can talk if I want to. No one has ever looked across the plains of Texas and the football games and all the amazing cowboy culture and the raw American spirit here and said, let's replace this with Muslims. Let's replace this with Hindus. Texas should remain for Texans.
All right. So that went viral on Facebook, and people are like, oh, so American. He's so good. Oh, you guys, I'm not taking offense. So Gail says, thank you for saying this. That's what everyone thought. Did you listen to it? Everyone thought the same thing that I heard. And I was one of the only people on Twitter who said, wait a second. Are you guys listening? And not only listening, are you looking at his garb?
My first thought was he got that at a secondhand store.
Okay. It's not what it was.
But
why are you wearing a tactical vest? So first of all, it's not military surplus. It's not military uniform. It's a mishmash bullshit made up civilian thing. Number one, looks like a 3%er or a prepper. But his language. Now, I will tell you, if you're not versed in this language, this is straight. He's right. People say, that language is straight from the Aryan playbook. And it's literally Mein Kampf modernized. And I said this online. I said, guys, this guy seems like a neo-Nazi to me. He doesn't seem like a person who, just by his look. And then I started doing some research, and I found this. It's interesting.
The child marriage in Mensa-Maruti, which is one of
And the first thing I pull to is a flag to the right, which is from the Knights of the Ku Klux Klan, and also a KKK, White Pride, Aryan Nation flag on his left. So my first thoughts of Aryan Nation, KKK, neo-Nazi were pretty correct. Now, here you go. Listen.
religious text. It suggests a 30-year-old man marrying a 12-year-old woman or a 24-year-old man is perfect for an 8-year-old girl. What the fuck is wrong with you? Inviting these people into our country. This is a Christian country. Name one of the signers of the Declaration I agree. You're still a bunch of shit. If I lived in Texas, I would burn down one of these fucking mosques. If I outside my house, you should do the same. If I lived in Texas, I would do it.
It's amazing that you only saw a portion of that video, but you didn't see this. And then I'm going to show you the one you should really pay attention to after this, which a little bit of digging, and you guys could have found this information too.
Stand up! Stand up! If I lived in Texas, these mosques, they don't need your approval. Burn them to the fucking ground. Are you kidding me? You're gonna let these Hindu mosques and temples just be erected here? You're men! Act like men! Woo! Act like men! 15-year-old girls. Do not let these people steal your country. Act like men! Stand up! Jesus, not Bristol City Council!
So there you go. And here's the other guy that people are defending in chat. And Merry Christmas.
Go back, AIPAC, go back. That's the AIPAC building right there. White Christian men are not going to sit around while you turn our children into a bunch of nigger lovers.
Yeah, with Sieg Heil Nazis. So, you know what? There's a way to say things, and there's a way not to. And I'm sorry, I completely vehemently disagree with everything that he had to say. What's wrong with Hindus again? Can someone explain to me a Hindu who's hurt our country and for what reason? What have Hindus done to harm Americans? Other than that they're not white? This is the same rhetoric I heard about black people, the same rhetoric I heard about Mexicans. It's just a different time period. It's no longer the 80s and the 70s. And this guy's calling for lynching and hanging people. This guy's calling people race traitors. He's doing Sieg Heils and wearing Nazi gear. I'm sorry. No, I can't align with stuff like that, and I certainly don't. Do you have some? And yes, he was a J6er, and he was pardoned by President Trump. Now, I don't consider that hardly anything. If Trump had to look at every single individual case, it would have taken him 10 years. I understand that some people were pardoned who shouldn't have been. This guy doesn't seem like one of them. I'm sorry. I vehemently disagree with everything he said.
I think there needs to be a little decorum when you're speaking in a place like that. And to get your point across, I don't think that's the way to do it. I mean, Brandon Michon got a little hot, but he didn't curse.
It's not about cursing. Oh, my God. Liv, you've got to stop that.
I don't have arms long enough. We need to put a block right there.
Okay, let's do that because she's going to take that model out and I'm going to throw up.
I don't know if you saw me reaching, but I can't reach that far that fast.
Yeah, so listen, I don't I don't support Nazis. So just like I don't support, people in black power groups. Just not my thing. I don't support any racists. I just don't. But my point is people were heralding him as a hero. He's not a hero. He's a piece of shit. And even if some things you could remotely relate to, the fact that he is a Nazi, that removes any value to me, and that's where the buck stops with me. I don't know about anyone else, but to me, I'm no. We're going to end it on this one. Figure you guys would want to know. A lot of people saw him, and my thoughts are, you should see the whole video and judge for yourself. I understand being upset. I understand being frustrated. I think all of those things are important. I understand that. I get it. But saying people need to using racial slurs, doing the Roman salute, wearing Nazi propaganda and Third Reich propaganda. Nope. Not to me. Sorry, man. My grandmother's shorts would roll over in her grave. Trying to think. What else? Let's end it with... which one do you want? You like
peach, Patriotic Peach.
Yeah, do the Patriotic Peach. Here's Patriotic Peach Lululemon. I found this one amazing. Olivia found one also. Folks, we're $12 away. We'd really love to hit it. So if we could just hit that thing so we can go, we'd really appreciate it. Patriotic Peach Lululemon. Lululemon is now selling hijabs.
Are you serious?
100%.
Yeah, I didn't see this one.
And then the other one from Patriotic Peach is Irony and Hypocrisy about vegans, and it's really great. So here is the first one. We really like her. We're going to try to get her on the show.
Well, you won't believe what Lululemon is selling now, all in the name of inclusivity. And no, this is not fake. These screenshots are literally from the Lululemon website. Lululemon is now straight up selling performance hijabs. Moisture wicking, workout ready hijabs. Yep. Makes me wonder why. This is what happens when a super liberal...
Folks, could we hit the like button on Facebook, by the way? We've got quite a few people on, but it's been a little bit of a slow night. Would really appreciate it. Thank you.
...brand chases inclusivity at all costs. Look, this is not me saying that I don't mind if someone wears a hijab. I don't mind if someone wears a hijab while working out. I see women at my gym do it all the time. That's their right. That's their choice. But I find it strange that my go-to legging store is now pushing hijabs. What's next? Burqas on the rack? Long skirts with built-in leggings? This is not a Muslim nation. It is a nation of freedom of religion, yes, but it is not built on Islamic values. I respect Muslims as people, but I do not like Islamist ideology, and I don't want that to be the cultural norm. And this just feels to me like a weird step in a cultural shift that we see happening here. Call me controversial all you want, but when an American brand starts selling religious coverings like this, it just doesn't sit right with me.
I happen to agree.
Go for it. I have no dog in this fight. I'm not going to plan on wearing a hijab anytime soon.
Yeah, I never shopped at Lululemon anyway, but I mean, I don't feel like paying $150 for a pair of stretch pants anyway, so I'm cool without it. But yeah, they're going the way of the liberal companies, like a certain company that sells coffee, extremely overpriced coffee. But yeah, so ridiculous.
Who's going? Starbucks?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't want to name them because
why?
You know,
So they're not going to sue us. Buy our coffee instead, folks. Go to thedumbshow.com, buy coffee. I'm looking forward to a great weekend with Olivia. We're going to end it on this.
And we will be here Monday, just so you guys know.
Why wouldn't we?
Because it's Memorial Day.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be here for Memorial Day. We're going to have a great Monday show. So be here or be square. Here is the final Patriotic Peachy video about irony. And folks, we are in the final minutes. We're out of here.
I'm gonna use Billie Eilish's same logic against her, but first watch this.
What's one hill you'd die on? Y'all not gonna like me for this one. Eating meat is inherently wrong. And then the other thing is, two things cannot coincide. I love animals. I love all animals so much, and I eat meat. You can't do both. Sorry.
All right, rapid fire round. You ready?
Thank you, Kim Jurgemeyer. Happy birthday, Hayden. We love you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Appreciate everybody. Thank you. Listen, I'm not saying that you're a Nazi because that guy said some things that you agree with. I'm just saying that I'm not even going to listen to that douche plow, because I can listen to somebody who is not a neo-Nazi who can say those things and have a lot more credibility. That's just my opinion.
You can't be the party of human rights and support abortion. You can't hate the police and call them when you need them. You can't push for the ban on guns and then have a security team follow
Thank you, Courtney.
You can't
Appreciate
demand
it.
wide open
Thank you,
borders and lock
Courtney.
doors at night. You can't love the planet and fly private jets to climate conferences. You can't champion women's rights and erase women's sports and private spaces. You can't preach tolerance and cancel everyone who disagrees. You can't fight for equality and demand special treatment based on race and identity. You can't scream my body, my choice and then force vaccines and mask on everyone. Can't be anti-fascist while using fascist tactics to silence dissent. You can't preach body positivity and promote surgeries that mutilate healthy body parts. You can't say you hate the rich and then charge $500 for concert tickets and merch. You see where this is going, Billy? The two cannot coincide.
I was like,
I
oh
love
my
her.
God, I fell in love with her during that.
Yeah, she's awesome. I'll tell you what. Yeah, I love her. She's great. Lois Bentley donated $20. Thank you, Lois. Listen, we're going to try to get her on the show. She's fantastic. And you know what? I agree with everything she said, and she's not a Nazi. See? There's just plenty of people to listen to who are not Nazis that I can listen to. Those are the people that I'll listen to. I'm not going to listen to some douche plow who went to J6, got pardoned, and now is up there saying neo-Nazi bullshit. It makes President Trump look bad.
It really does.
It does. And you know what? If I was Trump, I'd revoke his pardon. I'd be like, you know what? You need to go back in jail for a little bit. You that's where you belong. Aryan Nation does really well in jail. They love it in there. Paul Rivera donated $21.10. Get out of here. I think we will do that. We're going to see you guys on Monday. Really, really appreciate you. Can't wait to talk to you guys on Monday. Remember what we've got going on. Liv is going to tell you all about it right now. Go,
Yep.
Livy.
Ryan Samuels will be on next Wednesday. Damani Felder next Friday. Ryan Weaver on the 10th of June, Dave Bondi June 19th, Gary Brugman 26th of June, and then Damani Felder will be back on first Friday in July, and then July 8th, Tim Brown. And we're booked through August. So,
Melanie says, wow, I disagree. Well, Melanie, tell us what you disagree about. I'm sorry. If you pardon a human being who's a neo-Nazi, I don't know how that doesn't reflect bad. When everyone says those things about President Trump, you don't think that optics, that doesn't look good? I'm sorry. I think it absolutely looks bad. And I remember I'm the one that said that President Trump couldn't have possibly gone through all of those different people's files and did a mass pardon. And of course, we've had people who've been done drunk driving. We had a person who shot at police officers and committed suicide. And then we have a neo-Nazi running around. There's some bad apples in there. And not everyone from J6 were innocent, nice people. This guy's a douchebag. So I'm not sure what we're disagreeing about. But that's the great thing about this show. You can disagree all you want. I'm calling out that this guy's a neo-Nazi, and I don't support him. And I don't think anyone else should either. And yeah, seriously, like, if I was Trump, I'm just saying if I was, I'd just be like, you know what? Your pardon, why don't you go back and face your trial? I just don't think that guy should be free. He's a piece of shit. He's a Nazi. I hate Nazis. Why doesn't everybody? Is his speech illegal? Yes, it is. Did you even listen to the speech, Melanie? He said he wanted to hang people, that he wanted to go to their houses and burn them down. And if he lived in Texas, that's called a threat. And that is illegal. Yeah, it is. His speech is illegal. He's calling for listen to the whole thing. He's calling for Muslims and Hindus to be hung. He's calling people race traitors. He's saying that those people should be strung up who are on the panel. He said that their houses should be burned down. Said that their spouses should be killed and the women should be neutered so they can't reproduce by knife if necessary. You should go listen to his thing. This guy that you are listening to. Yeah, I don't know why you're defending a Nazi. Got to go, everybody. God bless you. Everyone have a wonderful night. We'll talk soon. See you Monday. Take care of each other. And if you wouldn't mind throwing us a like, we would appreciate it. Liv, anything else?
No, thanks for everyone wishing Hayden a happy birthday. Appreciate it. Thank you for supporting us this week and for the time we've taken off for the hockey and Hayden's concerts and all that fun stuff. So we appreciate it, and we'll be back on Monday.
All right, everybody. Talk to you then. See ya.
Night, y'all.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me Show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.